a sweat. Simple enough?
Right. That popped in my head. She asked me earlier. I said no, but I wasn't sure, so I would ask you why I was here.
But I mean, you at this point, you should know.
Yeah. I kind of knew. I kind of said no, but I wasn't telling nothing that I didn't.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Uruguay.
Right.
Yeah. What the hell is the Philippines?
So did be.
That's way over yonder. You dig what I'm saying? Right. Those are not our people, man.
They do that crazy stuff too. Definitely following the laws when he's snacking.
Oh, like, what's the difference between a Filipino and a Japanese?
You're right. It ain't much different.
Korean.
It's different culture. That's why I don't know why it's so hard for you to realize that Africans and Hebrews could be different. Being like, look at the Chinese people, they got 30,000 different ones. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right. But in that case,
they're not the same. They're not the same, but you know what I mean. They just, you know what I mean. It could be different. One.
There's a difference between us and
it is.
Africans.
Definitely is.
Everything coming through clear sound wise. I don't want to hold this up no longer. Had a little bit of technical difficulty, but everything worked out in the end. You can't stop this. So let's go and clap it up. Shalom, Israel. We're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General Yohana. We are not affiliated with any other Christian organizations, religious institutions, such as the Muslim mosque or the Hindu temple or the damn conscious community. And you know, the shrines of, you know, that they have, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not affiliated with any of that. You understand? The ISUPK is not responsible for anything any of these other groups do. You understand? That will be counted as silly, foolish, and, you know, counterproductive to the building of the nation of Israel. You understand? Since 1969, the ISUPK has been bringing out the truth of the Bible. And that truth is that every so-called Black, every so-called Hispanic, and every so-called Native American make up the, are the true Jews that the Bible speaks of. You understand? Like, we as a people make up the 12 tribes of Israel. I got a habit of doing this right here because the speakings, you know, the 12 tribes sign is always right here. There's nothing here. Maybe I'll come up with a little graphic on the screen or something. You understand? But again, that is a heavy truth, man. And it's a truth that our people, you know, we've been living without, you know. The ISUPK has been broadcasting this message and, you know, hitting the street corners and, you know, dropping, you know, heavy bombs, you understand, since 1969. But we as a people, you know, some of us have never heard it. Some of us have heard it and turned away from it. You understand? Because, you know, how could this be? How could all, you know, all of the rejects of the globe, you understand, all of the downtrodden and all of the people who are on the bottom everywhere you go across this planet, how in the hell could they be the most special people, you understand, that the Bible talks about? You know, the Bible talks about the children of Israel being special to the Most High. You understand? How could we be, you know, the wetbacks, the spics, the niggers, how the fuck can they be, Salakia, how in the world can they be, you know, Most High's chosen people? We just can't accept that truth. You understand? But you have to understand that the reason why we can't accept it is because we've been fed lies for centuries. You understand? Lies that have been meant to cover up who we are, to hide who we are, to hide who our oppressor is. And you know, we've paid a severe cost because of it. You understand? Like we are in a terrible condition because of it. You know? And you know, we kind of got to go back to the basics. You understand? Like, I don't want back to the basics, but to ground zero. You understand? Which brings me into tonight's topic, man. Basically, parenting 101. You understand? Raising a child in the truth, man. Like this is the next generation. You understand? Like these young brothers and sisters, man, and you know, I don't know if you've seen on Facebook, man, brothers and sisters in the UPK having kids left and right. You understand? But our brothers and sisters in the world, there is no shortage of children coming up out of these, you know what I'm saying, these households and these hospitals, you know. Um, so again, we're going to get down to, you know, some of these parenting basics according to the Bible, you know. I don't know if you've seen the school systems lately. School systems are in shambles, you know. Um, just society, you know, in general, you know, the youth have, I mean, they're under attack. You understand? Like our children are under attack by our oppressor and his disgusting philosophies and ideologies and his ridiculous notion of freedom. You understand? And if we don't have a conscious, you know, goal or foundation for parenting our children, we will lose our children to our enemy. You understand? We will lose our children. Yes, we're gonna get right into it, man. Let me get Proverbs 22:6. I mean, if you think about think about ourselves as adults, right? Everything that is used to attack us. How do I say this? All right, let me say it like this. You know, in war, right? I don't know if you've ever heard this, but in war, there's this kind of, almost like this agreement that, like, you know, you don't kill, you don't attack women and children. You know what I'm saying? Like, you leave the women and children out of the war. You know what I'm saying? You don't go kill the women and children. If someone go kill the women and children or attack the women and children, you know, even historically, that kind of gets looked on with a certain type of frown. Like, damn, you killing the women and the children? They killing women and children. You understand? But our people, I mean, our women and children have been under attack since the beginning, man. You understand? Since ancient Egypt. Certainly since, you know, the colonization of the Americas. You understand? There has been no mercy, you know, towards the young or the old. You understand? Like, and that's biblical, man. And that's our everything that's used to attack us adults, whether it be you know, propaganda, you know what I'm saying, that try to influence us to be homosexuals, propaganda that tries to influence us to be, you know, killers and drug dealers, the propaganda that's used to try to, you know, turn our women into whores, the propaganda that's used to make us drug addicts, you know, the propaganda that's used to make our men weak. All of these things that are used to attack us adults, understand that these same weapons are being used against our children, man. You understand? Our children are facing like real pressure to be drug addicts. Like it is an insane amount of pressure right now being pushed on young people to be members of the LGBTQ, so on and so forth movement. You understand? Whether it's, you know, being, you know, ridiculously accepting of all of, you know, the members and, you know, and its participants and its ideas, or you know, finding where you might fit in on that spectrum. Like that is a situation that is heavily pushed right now, more than I've ever seen in my lifetime. You understand? Like it is a very serious effort. You know what I mean? Like, because again, we see the LGBTQ community, right? And we think about the adults in the parades, but we must understand that that there is pressure being put in place in school systems at the elementary school level that is endorsing this type of lifestyle. You understand? That is promoting this type of lifestyle, and it is being championed by celebrities, politicians. You understand? Laws that are being written. It is being like pushed heavily, man. Drugs. You think about the marijuana scene, man. All the marijuana, back in the day, you had to smoke marijuana if you wanted to get high, right? Like that was about it, right? Well, now they got marijuana candy now, lollipops, gummy bears, Rice Krispie treats, cupcakes. You understand? Like all these ways that they are, again, packaged is to, again, there's a specific kind of angle to entice a child. You understand? The all of the fruit flavored wraps for it. I mean, come on, man. Like our children are under attack, and if we don't, if we don't understand that we have a grave, I ain't gonna say grave, a serious responsibility to protect our children by raising them and parenting them, then we're gonna lose our children, man. Just like we have to gird up our loins and war against these different powers and these principalities, we have to train our children to embark on that same, journey, that same war. You understand? To have to be alert to those same, snares. Like they're not just little people, man. You understand? They are our oppressors' enemies, man. And someone got Proverbs 22:6. I'll go ahead and point out this specific responsibility according to the Most High. Someone got it? Go ahead, Aliyah.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6.
Go ahead.
Train up a child.
Do what?
Train up a child.
I can't hear you.
Train up a child.
Train up a child, man. What does it mean to train? Is it talking choo-choo? Is that what we talking about? What does it mean to train, sis?
Teach.
To teach, man. To teach. We have to teach our children, man. But I like the word train better than I like the word teach, because training has a more intensive kind of, dynamic. You get what I'm saying? Like a teacher can stand up front and, show you on the chalkboard how to do math. That's teaching. But training, it's a little more involved. You understand? Like training is has a lot more depth to it. Training is, okay, I show you how to do it. Okay, now you try it. Okay, you didn't quite do it right. Let me show you what you did wrong. Now you try it again. You understand? A lot of times with training, you got to involve like rewards and consequences. You feel what I'm saying? We're teaching. I mean, you just teach them. They learned it, failed it. Oh, well, moving on. Training, there's this commitment to an outcome. You understand? Where, again, you have to be very creative and very committed to all of the intricacies of progress. You understand? And that's what the Most High expects us to do with our children, man. We can't just let our children just, we can't just feed them. You understand what they say? The government's requirement is that you feed them, clothe them, roof over the head. That's it. You check those 3 boxes. The government don't give a damn what else happens to your children. You understand? They hope that that's all you do for them, and then let them take it from there. You understand? So, the Most High tells us to do what?
Train up a child.
Train up a child. It's not an easy thing to train something. It takes effort, man. It takes work. It takes time. And our people, we've kind of gotten away from that, especially in this age of, electronic devices. You understand? I mean, we just cut them loose on them things, man. And Lord be with them. And that is unfair to the child who requires what?
Training.
Training, man. They require training, man. Like this life is dynamic. You know what? Like there's this life is complex, I should say. Life is very complex. And to think that your child is just going to go out here and figure things out on their own, that's disgusting. That's irresponsible. Is that what the Most High did to the children of Israel? He just cut us loose to just find out on our own? Or did he give us instructions? He gave us instructions. Did he just tell us, or did he give us like rewards and consequences as well? All right. When we failed, did he just quit or did he stick to it? You understand? Like that's the type of commitment we got to have to our children. So often it's easy for us to get frustrated with our children and throw our hands up and then be selfish and let them kind of, go about their own way. Oh well. Told them stop jumping on the bed. Oh well. We have to, stop looking at parenting as something that's just so simple that you just, feed them long as they're growing. Hell, a dog only needs food and water. Like these aren't pets. You understand? We're gonna get into it, man. Go ahead, read that again from the top.
Train up a child.
Do what?
Train up a child.
Train up a child. Go ahead.
In the way he should go.
In the way he should what?
In the way he should go.
In the way he should go, man. Like this is the thing that really clashes with what America pushes. You understand? And our oppressor. Like it's the Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go, not the way he wants to go, not the way that he feels like is the way for him. You understand? Mm-hmm. Not the way that the oppressor wants him to go, not the way that the world wants him to go, but the way that he should go. Now, what way should a child go according to the Bible? Maserati.
Straight narrow path?
The straight narrow path, man. That straight gate. The same way we got to go. You understand? Which is to do what? Aliyah?
Follow the law, statutes, and commandments.
Follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. There's no exception for children. You understand? And again, there shouldn't be, in the sense of the way that we should go, according to the Most High, is the best path to go. You understand? Like deviating from that path, there's nothing but destruction outside of that. You know? Go ahead.
And when he is old.
And when what?
When he is old.
When what?
And when he is old.
And when he is old. So you have to understand that you have a child, and then there's going to come a point when they're old, man. It's not a specific amount of time either. You understand? Like that, but a lot of people, boy, when them kids go freaking get old enough to go to pre-K or a Head Start, man, they're fending for themselves in them houses, man. You understand? Like the kids are making their own, cereal. They're eating their, warming up their own hot dogs. You know what I'm saying? Making their own noodles. I mean, the parents really take their hands off of that stuff, man. And we've been taught to be so selfish, but our children are man. We're gonna get some scriptures on what our children are, but we cannot continue to do that. You understand? Mm-hmm. We have to train up our children in the way that they should go, and when they are old, that means it's going to take some time to do this. This isn't something that just happens overnight. It is a learning process. You know what I mean? There's a growth process. There's some time that's required for the child to mature. You understand? They're going to have experiences, in life. They're going to learn some lessons, but you're still required to be there to help them, you understand, process those lessons. You understand? Especially, and you should really, be the parent that's excellent at I told you so's. You understand? Like, let any mistake that your child makes be one that you did at least try to warn them about. You feel what I'm saying? Don't let your child fall into a snare and then both of y'all looking like, hell, I didn't know that could happen. That's that. Listen, take this thing very seriously, man. And again, go ahead. And when they are old, go ahead.
He will not depart from it.
He will what?
He will not depart from it.
He'll quit.
He will not depart from it.
He'll be different.
He will not depart from it.
He'll stray.
He will not depart from it.
He'll come up with his own religion.
He will not depart from it.
You understand? He will not depart from it, man. Like, if you do your job, I'm telling you, the chances are in your favor. You understand, especially when it comes to this truth in the ISUPK. You train up these children, man. To be men and women of the Most High, man. To be princes and princesses of the power. Listen, when they grow up, they're not going to depart from this, man. But one thing, our kids are going to be able to have the benefit of looking at the kids in the world and seeing, the like what becomes of them over time. You understand the different snares and things that they fall into, and those will be things that further cement. You understand, you know, the way that they should go. You understand? Like that's we'll get into that. So let's talk about first things first, sisters. You gotta have these babies, man. You cannot abort these kids, man. Abortion is not like a cop out to I'm not ready to be a parent. You understand? Like parenting starts at I'm pregnant. All right. See you in a couple months. You understand? Like your first decision as a parent can't be, all right, you know, how do I get rid of it? You know what I'm saying? Like that's not fair. You understand? That's wrong according to the Most High. Let's just get a couple of those, man. Let me get Psalm 127 and 3. Psalm 127 and 3. Like, and I mean, and to be honest with you, sisters, and brothers, even before conception, man, even before, the only way to get pregnant, you understand, happens, we need to be very discriminate about who our partners are. You understand? Like we must be very careful on who it is we decide to lay with, because again, we talked a couple weeks ago about how you lay with that man, that's your husband for the rest of your days. You understand? So make sure he is a very high, a high quality, you understand, God serving man before you decide to make that type of decision that could have this type of effect. You understand? Or this type of outcome. You understand? So let's start by exercising some extreme discretion for your future children's sake. You understand? How many of us have had to deal with, the baby mama drama? You understand? Or baby daddy troubles. You understand? Like all of these issues that come from you've made a child with someone that you're not really committed to, and how complex that gets, and how that child can be negatively impacted by those types of conditions, man. When it's like, oops. So again, parenting starts in that initial decision with, am I going to, marry this man or marry this woman? Because that's when parenting starts. You understand? So let me get, someone got that?
Mhm.
Maserati, go ahead.
Psalms 127, verse 3.
Go ahead.
Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord.
Again.
Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord.
Listen, man. Anybody know what a heritage is? Maserati?
Is the bloodline? Is the bloodline?
Sorta. I'm one.
Like something passed down, or a tradition.
It is something passed down. It's anyone else? Y'all both on the right track. It's a gift. You understand? Children are a gift from the Most High, man. It is not something. It is not a small thing. You understand? Like children are a gift from the Most High. Go ahead.
And the fruit of the womb is his reward.
Again.
And the fruit of the womb is his reward.
Whose reward is that child, man? Who does that child belong to? I'm a one. The Most High. You understand? Those children, that pregnancy that you have, that abortion you're thinking about getting, you understand? That Plan B pill that you're thinking about taking, that is the Most High's property. You understand? That's, I mean, who get, listen, don't do that. I'll just say that, don't do that. You don't feel like you're ready to be a parent. You understand? We say this often, and it's not just something to be said. It is the truth. It is the reality. Any sister out there that is thinking about aborting her child because she doesn't feel like she's ready to raise a child, she does not have to abort that child. She can have that baby, and the ISUPK will gladly take that child and raise it up in the truth. You understand? Let me clarify. Any Black, Hispanic, or Native American woman, you understand, that is pregnant, you understand, and feels like you're not equipped to be a, no sweat. Do not kill, do not murder that baby. Do not murder the Most High's reward. Have that child and contact the nearest ISUPK camp, you understand? And we'll take the baby, you understand? Just that simple. So again, the fruit of the womb is his reward. Go ahead.
Verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
As arrows are in the hand of the mighty man.
As what?
As arrows are in the hand of a mighty man.
What are arrows? What are arrows? I'm a what?
Pointy sticks.
Yeah, like the sticks with the point on it. What are they used for?
I got it.
Good.
Usually shooting people or pointing in a
Yeah,
direction.
they're used for war. They're used as, weaponry. They're used to, take down your enemy. You understand? So read that again from the top, verse 4.
Verse 4. As arrows are in the hand of a mighty man.
As arrows are in the hand of a mighty man. So you got a mighty man. He got, an arrow. What can he do with that arrow? He can handle business. He can take care of, you know what I'm saying? He could put that arrow on a trajectory to do something. You understand? Go ahead.
So are children of the youth.
So are what?
Children of the youth.
Don't you understand that, like, we're the Most High's property? You understand? And we have the Most High has missions for each of us. You understand? That's why we all kind of come with our different gifts and whatnot. But that's the Most High could use us to do whatever He wants. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 5. Happy is the man that has his quiver full of them.
Again.
Happy is the man that has his quiver full of them.
So imagine an archer that has a quiver. Anybody know what a quiver is? No, that's shiver.
Oh.
Never said it like this. I see your mistake. No sweat though. Aliyah.
Like a sack?
It's a sack. It's the sack that the arrows go in. All your extra arrows. You understand? You carry them around. You bust one off. Bang. You another one. You go grab another one out that quiver. You handle that. Okay. They coming from all angles. All right. You go do that. Go handle that. Read that again.
Happy is the man that has his quiver full of them.
So man that's got plenty of arrows, man, wouldn't he be happy? Happier than a man that has no arrows, right? Go ahead.
They shall not be ashamed,
Mm-hmm.
but they shall speak with the enemies in the gate.
Listen, man. Like, these arrows have missions, man. You understand? Missions, for the Most High that bring glory to the Most High. You understand? And bring shame to our enemies, man. You understand? So that's why it's so important that we make ourselves to be these arrows, man. You understand? We have to train our children to be arrows. Be mission oriented, for the Most High. You understand? You don't belong to the world, man. You understand that? You belong to the Most High. The Most High has some work set out for you to do. All those talents and things that you have, they're not yours, man. They're not for you to go be TikTok famous. You understand? And to be chasing clout on Instagram. No, that is not what that talent's about. That talent is to be used for the Most High. You understand? You go get that clout when you teach in these classes when you of age. You understand? When you old enough and ready enough. You understand? Like that's about as clear as I can make it. Let me get Jeremiah 1 and verse 5. You know, they try to say that, you know, abortion is a, you know, kind of something light, you know what I mean? Like it's okay, you know. But you know, the Bible makes it absolutely clear, man, that abortion is not something we should be doing. You understand? You got that?
Mm-hmm.
What I tell you to pull? Jeremiah 1 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Again.
Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
So this is the Most High knows you. You understand? So when do they say it's you can abort a fetus? You know what I'm saying? Like when do they say it's okay to, you know, abort a baby? Anybody know?
First couple weeks, not sure. Is it 8?
Oh yeah, like the
6?
first couple weeks, first few weeks, you know, 6 weeks. But like if you do it early enough, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody understand that? Our oppressor is terrible, man. He is a beast, man. But the Most High knows us when?
In the belly. Oh, before I formed thee.
Before you're even in. You know what I'm saying? So like before you even get in there and you know the sperm enters the egg, before that even happens, the Most High is already knowing. You know what I'm saying? What the deal is with you. It takes a monster to go and murder that the Lord already knows. You understand? Go ahead.
And before thou camest forward, forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
Again.
And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
So even while you're in the womb, you understand? Like you ever heard? Anybody ever heard of a late term abortion?
Mm-hmm.
A late term abortion is this notion that you can have a 6, 7 month old baby. You understand that they can murder that baby as long as its head is still inside the vagina. You understand? Still in the birth canal. You understand? The legs and feet are all out, and they can sever the spinal cord of that baby, man. You understand? And it don't count according to our oppressor. That don't count as murder. But according to the Most High, you were already a a person. You understand? Before you even come out of the womb, man. You understand? Let alone your arms and legs is out the womb. God dog. Um, Let me get Psalm 139, verse 13. I just want to drive home this abortion stuff. You understand? Because that's a top. That's man. Listen, that's plaguing our communities right now. You understand? Planned Parenthood. You know, the Planned Parenthood was directly uh, set up to curb our reproductive rates. You understand? Like Margaret Sanger literally had meetings with the Ku Klux Klan, you understand, who endorsed this whole movement of let's put the Planned Parenthoods, you understand, in these communities. And you know there is so much despair. Let's push this, you know, this doctrine of if you're poor, you shouldn't have a baby. Abort the baby for the child's sake. And we fell for it. You understand? We fell for it, man. That's you know the first step of parenting is damn prenatal care and stuff, right? Make sure you take your vitamins. Make sure you're not drinking alcohol. You understand? Make sure you're not on crack cocaine. You know, like these things that but before the baby comes out, man. Like the decision to take care of that baby while it's in the womb. That's our responsibility as parents, man. Parenting don't just start when they come out the womb and now you got to breastfeed or, or formula or what have you, you know? All right. Someone got that for me?
Yeah.
That was Psalm 139, verse 13.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Psalm chapter 139, verse 13. For thou hast possessed my reins.
Yeah, for thou hast possessed my reins. Let's talk about the Most High has pretty much put me on track. Reins are those things on a horse, the handles or the rope that goes inside its mouth and it goes like behind its head, and you hold it to turn it. You understand? And this is saying that the Most High is taking possession, of them when they were in the ring, in the womb. You understand? Go ahead.
Thou hast covered me in my mother's womb.
While they're in their mother's womb, the Most High is like, all right, got a mission. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 14. I will praise thee,
Go ahead.
for I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
Man, we are fearfully and wonderfully made, man. We are like what we do in this land amongst all of this oppression, like the achievements, you understand? Like what we're able to accomplish despite the oppression, despite the 400 years of terrorism and psychological warfare and chemical warfare, you understand? And physical warfare. Like, listen, man, we are some amazing people, man. We are amazing people, man. Go ahead.
Marvelous are thy works.
Man, the Most High is amazing, y'all. Like he has made some very tenacious people, man. You understand? Go ahead.
And that my soul knoweth right well.
Go ahead.
Verse 15. My substance was not hid from thee.
This means that who I am was not hidden from the Most High. Go ahead.
When I was made in secret.
When what?
When I was made in secret.
When what?
When I was made in secret.
When your dad met your mom?
When I was made in secret.
And you spitting that game?
When I was made in secret.
And he lit them candles?
When I was made in secret.
You understand? Even then, go ahead.
And curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth.
Go ahead.
Verse 16. Thine eyes did see my substance.
The Most High saw what?
My substance.
The Most High saw what we could be, man. He saw what we were made of. You understand? Now, again, our parents might not know what we were made of, huh? Hell, our parents think, us brothers, us young men, you're just going to grow up to be just like your dad, huh? You're just going to be just like your father, which is a lot of times why those relationships with young, young men and their mothers are so spoiled or soured because, that mother, raising this child with a complete hatred for him. You understand? I ain't gonna say a complete, but like a hatred that she can't even really process and understand because she ain't, undergone any type of counseling or therapy to really understand her emotions, right? But I mean, there are women raising children that they hate because they hate the father of that child because he got another woman and he left. Well, she put him out. She found out he had another woman, put him out, and now he's moving on, and she hates the kids for it, Go ahead.
Yet being unperfect.
Go ahead.
And in thy book all my members were written.
And what?
And in thy book,
right?
All my members were written.
Every little part of your body. You grow. I don't know if you're familiar, like the little ultrasounds, man. Them doctors get in there and they them nurses, they measuring the size of that watermelon head you got. They counting them fingers and all of that stuff, making sure you got, all your arms and your limbs and your legs, and they, checking your heart, make sure you got 4 chambers, right? Like all of these things, man, the Most High knew all of these members, man, before the ultrasound. You understand? Go ahead.
Which in continuance were fashioned.
Yeah, man. And then continuance were fat. Like these things, they grow and develop. You know what I mean? Go
When as yet there was none of them.
There was what?
None of them.
even when there were no limbs. You belong to the Most High, man. You understand? So how can you abort that, man? All right. So step one, don't abort your baby. Well, step one, be careful who you lay with and make a baby with. Step two, once that baby's here, you understand? Once that baby is in there, that baby stays in there until the Most High bring that baby out. You understand? Step three, you're gonna be training up that child, man, from the time it comes out until they are old. You understand? And doing it on their own. Everybody understand that? Boy, this time be flying, my guy. Let me get Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 6. Someone got it? Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 6.
Go ahead.
And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart.
All right, man. Go ahead.
Verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
Again.
And thou shalt teach them diligently unto their children.
So, what words are we commanded in Deuteronomy? Like, which words? Aliyah?
The law, statutes, and commandments.
The law, statutes, and commandments, man. And what are we supposed to do with those law, statutes, and commandments? Aliyah?
Teach them.
Unto who?
The children.
And then I love it says diligently. Anybody know what diligent means? Sis?
Immediately.
Immediately. That's a part of it. That's a part of it. Someone got some more to add to that? Diligently. Consistent. That's another part of it. Anyone else want to add to it? Y'all on the right track. Immediately. Consistently. Amawan?
Perfectly.
Perfectly. I like that one too. You understand? Thoroughly. Completely. With zeal. Cut no corners. No, don't water it down. You understand? Your responsibility as a parent, man, is to teach these commandments to your children, man. So you got to teach your children that's a sin against the Most High to eat shrimp, crab, lobster, and pork, man, and all kinds of other beasts. You understand? Teach your children to have some discretion about what they put into their body, man, when it comes to food. Teach them that when the cafeteria at their school is serving shrimp poppers, that is not for them. You understand? So kids fight over those shrimp poppers. I'll just say that much. Kids will fight over those shrimp poppers in that cafeteria. Those are not for you. You understand? When you belong to the Most High. You understand? Go ahead, man. Teach them unto thy children. Go ahead.
And shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house.
Man, listen, when those kids are in your house, they're not supposed to just be stuck on the damn device until the sun goes down. You understand? There should be time that you set apart and that you put in to teach them these things that the Most High expects. You understand? Again, the younger, the better. You teach them all these things when they're younger. When they are old,
they won't depart from it.
They won't depart from it. You understand? So then, and once they start kind of figuring it out, I'm not saying you could draw back, spend less time, but not as much time as required. You understand? It's kind of a case by case basis. You could, you feel it out, you weigh it out. You understand? You can tell if your child need to learn more about serving the Most High. So it's saying, man, make that time, man. When they're sitting around the house, tell them. Go ahead.
And when thou walkest by the way.
And when thou walkest by the way, y'all walking, you walking through Walmart. You understand? You just walking, you just walking the trash out, or just walking to the store. Wherever just going about. Talk to your child about serving the Most High, man. This is making a very interesting point. You understand? So you're sitting around the house, you should be teaching them about serving the Most High. Oh, y'all out and about, you running errands, you should be teaching them about the Most High. Go ahead.
And when thou liest down.
So I mean, hell, when you sleep, they should know. They should be learning from you about how to serve the Most High. Now get ready to ask y'all a tough question. Go ahead.
And when thou risest up.
And when thou risest up, when it's time to get up and go on about, get on with your day. That child should be learning from you how to serve the Most High. Now tell me, how is this child going to learn about the Most High? As they're sitting around the house? As they're riding around with you to the store? As, you're laying in the bed? And as when you get up and where, what time you get up, where you're going, why you're getting up? Are you getting up? I'll see if y'all can get it before I give you any more. Go ahead.
You teach them.
How? How though? You know what I mean? Is this like chalkboard type teach them? Maserati?
Diligently?
Oh yeah. This. If you're doing it right, this will be extremely diligent. If you're doing this right, this will be extremely diligent. This is all these scenarios where you should be teaching your child how to serve the Most High. You're sitting in the house, they should be, oh, okay. Riding down the road, okay. Walking around Walmart, okay. Who you lay down with? Oh, okay. That's it. When you rise up, where are you going? Shalom, going to camp, warrior. Y'all hold it down. How are they learning from you? Aliyah?
Being a role model for them.
Give them a hand. You are the model of how to serve the Most High. These children are going to look at you and see if you serving the Most High, and they're going to serve the Most High the way you serve them. You understand? That's why the Christian church tripped me out when, the products that they put out are a bunch of selfish, confused, do whatever you want to do. You understand? Make a million mistakes, just keep saying sorry. It just weak, just, lovers of the world and all things in it. Those children are going to watch how we in the ISUPK conduct ourselves, man. So men, you got some responsibility, man. Those young men are going to be looking up at you, man, to see whether you're getting the hell up and going to camp, whether you're going to class. You understand? When you go out in the world, you being a damn junkie, huh? They're gonna watch who you're laying with. Are you laying? You're supposed to be laying with someone, from the 12 tribes, right? But you got, you're dealing with 3 white women. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna learn from you how to serve the Most High. Everybody understand that? Like that's what this scripture is talking about. They're going to look at you, man. That is how you teach them diligently. You want to teach your child to have integrity and to be, to not be easily peer pressured. You understand? And to have some class and some pride. You understand? And who they are. Do it yourself. Be it. Be the example. Huh? Remember we talked about earlier that training up a child? It is impossible to train a child under the Christian do as I say, not as I do model. Huh? It is impossible to teach a child not to smoke as you're puffing a cigarette. It don't work like, you understand? Hell, if you're guilty of that, show your child you stopping it. They saw you smoking. Now they see you don't smoke. You wish you never did. If only you knew, you understand what the Most High required. Huh? If only you had integrity. and some discipline and self-control. Yeah, show them an example of how possible it is. You understand? The Christian church teaches that it's impossible to serve the Most High and keep all His commandments. Huh? The Christian church will teach us to, that to serve the Most High, you just got to go to church on Sunday. Make sure you got a nice little, questionable suit on. You understand? Something, metrosexual. You understand? Make sure you, just doing a bunch of weird animated, just flamboyant actions. You understand? With the tambourines and, the dancing around and jumping around. And that's, listen, that's they're gonna be just like you. You understand? Like that. You can't. Again, the best way to teach your children how to serve the Most High is to just serve the Most High. Be it, do it. Don't be a damn hypocrite. You understand? You can't be a hypocrite when you're raising your children. You gotta rock it out the way that the Most High expects it to rock out. And again, if you love your children, it'll be a good thing, man. Let me get Isaiah 54 and 13. Isaiah 54 and 13. Someone else, Salakia, go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 4, verse 13.
Salakia 54.
Oh, wait.
Aliyah.
Isaiah chapter 54, verse 13. And all thy children shall be taught of the Lord.
Again.
And all thy children shall be taught of the Lord.
Listen, man, you want your children taught by the Lord, man. To follow His law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? To hold dear what He holds dear. To make important what He makes important. To love what He loves and to hate what He hates. You understand? Train up a child, man, to serve the Lord. Go ahead.
And great shall be the peace of thy children.
Again.
And great shall be the peace of thy children.
You teach your children this. You take that time to put that training in. You be that example. And it's going to come a day where you'll see your child, you understand, suited up and booted up in the ISUPK, right in the ranks along with you. You understand? I think about General Mahaiman, man, and Captain REI. You know how glorious that must be for General Mahaiman's son is a captain in the ISUPK. You know how much peace General Mahaiman has to feel to know that his son is serving the Most High and that the Most High has him at this point? You understand? Like the peace, like he doesn't have to worry about him going and being a drug addict. You got to worry about him going and being a homosexual. They have to worry about him going and being, weak up under some woman. You got to worry about him being on child support. You got to worry about him being in jail. Like that is there is a peace that comes with this, man. You teach your children the truth of the Bible, the truth of who they are, man, and teach them how to serve the Most High up in this ISUPK, man. You're gonna have that peace that Christians don't get. You understand? Salakia, man. There's a lot of Christian mothers, man, that are going to be going to the jailhouse visiting their sons and praying for them every time. You understand? They're going to be praying that the court case goes well. You understand? Praying that God moves the jury. You understand? Like, listen, you can have some peace, man, by teaching them to serve the Most High, man. Everybody understand that? Let's get another scripture on it, man. Da-da-da. Go ahead and read verse 14.
Verse 14. In righteousness shalt thou be established.
Man, you teach our children to be righteous, man. To do the things that the Lord loves. Go ahead, man.
Thou shalt be far from oppression.
They shall be what?
Far from oppression.
The police officer.
far from oppression,
the judge,
far from oppression,
the warden,
far from oppression,
the correctional officer,
far from oppression,
the damn drug clinic.
far from oppression.
You understand? I pray you do. Go ahead.
For thou shalt not fear,
They won't have what?
not fear.
They shout not fear, man. No cowards, man. Again?
For thou shalt not fear,
But what are my friends gonna think?
for thou shalt not fear,
But everybody else is doing it.
for thou shalt not fear,
I don't want them to think that I'm, I'm this or I'm that.
for thou shalt not fear.
Man, listen, our kids don't care what other people in the world think about them and what they're doing. You understand? What they're afraid of. What some joker in the world thinks about, you understand, you serving the Most High. Some drug addict. You understand? Or some homosexual that thinks, oh, y'all too masculine. Y'all toxically masculine. Yeah, you damn right. You understand? No cowards, man. Go ahead.
And from terror,
Yeah, we shout not fear, man. No terror, man. Nobody's scared of nothing. Go ahead.
for it shall not come near thee.
Man, it shall not come near thee. Yeah, the Bible says when a man's ways please the Lord, he make even his enemies be at peace with him. So, even if people do disagree with us, you understand? Like, the Most High, like, you don't have to worry about them doing anything to you. You understand? You understand? That cop gonna pull you over. He done got into it with his wife, and he ready to put a nice licking on whoever he could pull over. You understand? Oh, and he pulls you over. Bloop, bloop. He comes up to that car and he is looking for just give me just flinch. Give me some attitude. Huh? Don't be able to find that registration. As a matter of fact, step out of the car, man. I'm just going to do some tests. I'm going to run you through some tests up here just to make sure you're okay to drive. Huh? Follow this light. Oh, man, let that eye twitch one time. We're clubbing this cat. You understand? Oh, stand on one foot. If he stumbles, I've got an argument that it looked like he was lunging. And you sit out there, man, and you walk that line. And at the end of it, he has to walk you back to your car, tell you to be right with you, go back to his patrol car, come back, and all he can do is give you a warning for holding you up. You understand? You don't have to live in fear and terror when you serve the Most High. You understand that? And if you love your kids, it is imperative that you teach them to do that. You understand? And with that, I want to say Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabaraka Thumb to the Akim, Yahweh Shamar Allah Thumb Hashem Yahweh Shah to the Akwakim. And with that, Shalom, Israel. Okay.